What would happen if your law firm suddenly closed tomorrow? Where would your will go? What about your important legal documents? Hi, my name's Juliet, and today we're answering a question people don't usually think about until they really need the answer, which is what actually happens when a law firm closes, and more importantly, what happens to your files, your will, and all of your important legal paperwork. Whether you've used a solicitor for conveyancing, a will, probate, or employment advice, this is something every client should understand. First things first, if a law firm closes, your documents don't just disappear. Law firms in the UK are heavily regulated, and there are strict rules around how client files and wills must be stored and protected. In many cases, one of three things happens. Another law firm takes over the files, the firm arranges secure storage, or the regulator steps in to manage the process. The regulator for solicitors in England and Wales is the Solicitors Regulation Authority, often called the SRA. If a firm shuts down unexpectedly, the SRA may intervene, which means they take control of the files and client money to keep everything secure. Now, one of the biggest concerns people have is about wills. A lot of law firms store original wills for clients free of charge, so naturally people worry, what happens if my solicitor retires or closes down? Usually, wills are transferred safely to another regulated law firm or secure storage provider. Clients are normally contacted and told where their documents have gone. And if you're unsure where your will is, you can contact the SRA or the firm that took over the practice. The same applies to other legal documents too: property files, probate paperwork, settlement agreements, business contracts, deeds and certificates. Now, here's something important to know. Law firms cannot simply throw away your file straight after your matter finishes. There are retention periods, basically rules around how long files should be kept. Depending on the type of matter, firms may keep files for several years. That's partly to protect clients, but also in case documents are needed later for legal or regulatory reasons. Another concern people sometimes have is, what if I need my documents urgently? If a firm closes in an organised way, there's usually a clear process for requesting your file. But if a closure is sudden, there can occasionally be delays while records are transferred securely. That's why it's always a good idea to keep copies of important documents yourself, know which firm holds your original will and documents, and update your contact details with your solicitor. It can make things much easier in the future. If you found this video helpful, follow for more practical legal insights explained in plain English.